night, good night, good night. Welcome again to another episode of Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Podcast, where we have amazing guests come on board to really help us get fitter, healthier, nutrition wise, gym wise, savannah wise, all kind of fancy products. But tonight we have a first time guest who actually she has the support, right? The healthy support. I know everybody wondering, what is this healthy support? What Vic talking about tonight? So before I keep on it longer and have all in suspense. Some of my friends who looking, this is the person I've been talking about. Where could this person have all the products that can help you stay slim, shape you, support women and men, right? So let's welcome Miss Ora Gordon. Yes. Good night. Good night.
Pleasant good night, everyone.
Yes.
Pleasant good night.
So it's good to have you, Miss Gordon. Good to have you. This is long overdue.
Finally.
Finally, it's long overdue. And I have a long line of ladies want to talk to you, and it's been waiting a long time to see you, to see your products. And they heard a lot about your products through me. And some of them might have seen you on social media, on whether it's TV6 or Morning Edition, because I know you have been on a couple of these programs. So before we get kicking, introduce yourself properly, let people know who you are, what you do, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, so good night, everyone. My name is Ora Gordon. I am the wife of Vincent Gordon. I have one son, Shaquille Gordon, and a daughter-in-law, Crystal Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
I am one of my profession is event planning and decorating. And my second passion is health and wellness. Now, the health and wellness, I started probably about 15 years. I stopped for a while and I started back. I am with a company and we carry medically graded orthopedic and reshaping garments. We carry cellular nutrition as well. And we have a coffee line as well. So those are some of the products that I carry. I recently, on the 1st of March, was a year since I had my store. Thank God. And God has just been doing wonderful works. As we talk more, you will hear more.
All right, great.
So this
That's
is
fabulous.
Ora in a nutshell. My business name is Slimtastic by Ora G. So that's my business name. So
Slimtastic. Well, anything with slim and it's sounding fantastic. That I like that name, right? And but one of the things that before we get into the products and the things that you have, one of the things I've been hearing for a period of time, a long period of time, because I'm in fitness for a long time. Women, I've seen as well, women come into the gym or they go to the savannah and they have on the wrong, not the appropriate garment to exercise, especially undergarment, because they will be exercising. You could see, a lot of things that shouldn't be seen, or the boobs, it might be jumping up and things like that with the improper bra, and they will ask, Vic, well, I am a female, all I will say, well, go and get spandex, spandex bra. That's all I will say, but not knowing there are different grades and there are different material that is not good for you. It's not healthy for females to wear. Hence the reason why you're here and you will enlighten us and guide us what is the appropriate material, because I know your material, your garments is approved. I know it's approved.
yes,
Yes, and that's what people need to understand. Why you're here is that your garment is approved, and that's one of the good things. So instead of just going and pick up the cheapest, whether it's spandex stuff or whatever you might pick up, it's not as it's not approved medically for
yes,
females,
yes.
right? So what I want to ask is that I know it's 15 years you're doing the business, you said, right? 15 years, right?
Yeah, about 15, I stopped and I came back in full-fledged about 5 years ago.
Yeah. So out of all the, I mean, I have never seen, it may have, may not, I don't know, but I've never seen, when I met you and I saw some of this stuff, I've never seen it out there, right, advertising or promoting before, right? And I've been all over in Trinidad with all kind of fitness symposiums, seminars, events, and things, and I never seen people advertising the stuff that you have. And I was very taken aback. So what I want to ask is that when you started this, why enter those products like bra and shape That's the thing. Why
Yeah.
that? That? Why that?
Well, well, for me, as a young person growing up, I was always chubby
Mm.
and heavy, bust heavy set.
Hmm.
And it's always a problem to get proper fitting bras.
Yeah.
My father started to travel and he would bring bras. Some of them would fit good, but some of them I didn't get the proper fit. They had bones and the bone would break and scratch me.
Hmm.
It would bleed, and when you get that one fitting bra, you hold on to it, the plastic break and you will pin it because this is the bra that fitted.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? The time of the month used to be very painful, discomfort. When to go and bathe, that heaviness, you feel like a ton of bricks dropping out, and the stretch marks and but the one thing I always like dressing and always like to look good in my clothes. So I would get panty girdles, different things. But again, I didn't know about medical grade stuff,
Yeah.
until one day a friend came from away and she bought this bodysuit and this bra and put me in it. And when I saw myself in the mirror, I said, this is it. The, the garment dropped me down 2 to 3 dress sizes. It wasn't tight. I saw a difference. It built my confidence. I say, yes, I could see myself wearing this. I could see myself doing this as a business because I am plus size. People know
Mhm.
how I look. And when they see me in my clothes, it's a sale, And then the bra for me, it didn't have any bone. It was fabric straps and it lifted me up without any, the industry has it. I have women feeling that if they don't have a bone in the bra, it can't support you. And that's a lie from the pit of hell. When
Okay.
I got
Okay.
and when I started wearing that bra, and because it was made firstly for women going into space, it's scientifically made. You would not see that bra in another store.
Okay. Okay.
It's scientifically done. It looks a little more like the bra's long time.
Hmm.
And there was a reason for that. The industry again has turned everything into sensuality and sexuality
Correct.
and
Correct.
not the real thing the bra was made for, which was to support, to mold, to shape the breasts. Right? It's going far. We're not just bra alone, the undergarments, everything is going less is more now,
Yes.
and we are seeing it in the young people, we're seeing it in the clothes. And it's when I decided to do research. When I came back, I said, God, if I have to come back into this business, I just want business, yes, but I want ministry. I want to
Yes.
make a difference in women's life, give them that confidence because I
Yes.
know what the garment did. I lost weight with it, right? So I said, I can't have something you love. And when you love something, you want to talk about it, you want to share it with everybody and have this thing and not say anything. So I came back and I started doing research and realized 80% of women do not know the correct size and wear the wrong size bra. 80% of women is a lot of women.
That's nearly all. Based on what you're saying, there's a
It's
high
a lot of
percentage.
women.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yes.
You
There's a
understand?
lot.
And with the rise in breast cancer, it makes it even worse.
Yeah.
You understand? So that was a whole thing for me. I started doing research. I started doing breast health and bra education. I said I had to spread it. I will go on the TV. I go on radio. I go in churches, anywhere, anybody thing, the ministry. Sometimes it's send and I just started to talk. I had to educate women. I had to educate them to let them know, what is happening and how it affects our health as well too.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you mention medically graded, right? What that really means for those who don't
Well,
know.
it's medical garments. So it's an orthopedic surgeon is the one who and doctors is one who came and make these things with a science behind it.
Okay.
So it's
Yes.
not
I
a
understand.
spank. A
Yeah.
spank will take the shape of your body. A
Hmm.
medical garment, your body has to take the shape of the garment,
I understand.
right?
Yes.
It
I
helps with
understand.
oxygenation so that it goes the compression helps for oxygen to go to the cut because we have post partum girdles for after maternity, after C-section, after surgery. We have recovery bras. We have all different shapewear, but there are things that you use as well for surgery to help with the blood to go to the cut
Okay.
to heal
Okay.
faster.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
we have things for maternity. We have for cancer patients. We have for women. We have anything, any shape, any problems you have with issue with the tissue, we have for it. And we're not forgetting the men. We're not forgetting the men either.
Well, I know you have for men, and I
Yes,
saw that
yes,
as well. So also for cancer, for people who would have lost a
yes,
side, the
yeah.
breast, right?
Mhm.
You have bra to maintain that support for persons like that.
Yes. I have a
Okay.
recovery bra for when you just do surgery. You
Yes.
need a light compression, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has a hook to the front so that you don't have to be
Okay.
stretching, right?
Yes.
It also have an extra band to go around that helps with the lymphatic drainage because when you move, for women, we have lymphatic fluid flowing up and down our chest walls in circular motion, go under the armpit and
Okay.
stuff. And
Yeah.
that lymphatic drainage is very important to take out toxins from the body. Toxins, as in medicine, the food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, right? Sometimes we have the use deodorant, different things. It helps to take out that waste. So it's very important for the flow to be good. It's also very important for the blood to go to your nipples. The same way it's very important for blood to go to your toes. It's very important for blood to go to your nipples. Hence the reason why sometimes you have a bit pointed in the bra, and that's how it used to be long. It was a little more pointed long ago, but that was the reason for it. You cannot get a cone shape in a padded bra or round finish. And that is what they are doing now, a lot of rounded and padded bra.
Mm.
And it's alleviating the pointiness of the point of the nipples so that the blood could flow from the chest walls to the nipples.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is changing, and people like, oh, I like that wrong finish. I like the wrong finish. Yes, I like the wrong finish, but there's a reason for the point. So at the end of the day, you get educated, and it's up to you now to decide whether you want to go that way or not. You understand? So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons. And the other thing too is with the lymphatic, with the bone. I'm sure all of the women who may be listening, when you move that bra, that bone bra, you see a mark on your rib, right? When you put on a socks and you take it off and you see a mark, you know there is swelling or indentation.
Mm-hmm.
Something isn't flowing properly. You put swell on the socks, you see the mark. Or the shoe is tight, you see the mark. It's the same way when you put on that bra and that bone, and you have it on whole day, whole week. When you take it off, you see the mark on the sides, especially if it's not fitting properly. It's
Mm-hmm.
pressing against the breast. You see the mark there, you see it underneath there. That is the, the wire pressing against the rib cage. And it could cause the lymphatic drainage to slow down or stop over time. And that
Mm-hmm.
could cause this, it could cause cancer. Good.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, also if you don't have on a proper bra too, it forms tissue that you would see falling over on the top, falling over on the side, falling to the back. We talk about displaced breast tissue. There's no displaced breast tissue. No, that's not back fat. They call it back fat. It's not back fat, it's displaced breast tissue. So when you wear the wrong bra or a heavy padded bra, it presses the breast and the tissue goes to the
Mm.
side, to the back. And then when you don't have on a proper bra, it falls over to the side, it falls, and then we form tires, what people call tires.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah, yeah. So that's what you get. When you do not, you get stretch marks. We have young people already, young girls are seen already with stretch marks, their boobs big because of the meat or the fertilizer, whatever it is. I'm seeing so many young people with a lot of breasts. But we need to start from small using these bras to groom the breast, to shape the breast, to mold the breast, to help it from growing too big too fast. So,
Yeah.
there's a reason for all those things, wearing training bras, proper bras. You talked about exercise. That jumping is not good for your breast. It could damage your breast because breast is just tissue and skin. And that is why sometimes if you don't have on a proper band, you're jumping, you get a stretch mark, you get back pain, you get neck pain, you get shoulder pain, right? The other thing, if you don't have on a proper bra, the breast touches and you get that sweating, especially if you're heavy busted, right? Your breast is not supposed to touch each other. They are sisters, but they're not twins. So it's not supposed to be touching, right?
I like that. I like that.
The center of the bra is supposed to be against your rib cage, separating the girls.
Yeah.
And then when the breast is lifted, your anatomical position is between your second and your seventh rib. A lot of us as women wear our breast and our stomach. That's a no-no. It's supposed to be lifted. And when it's lifted, it alleviates tenderness at the time of the month. It alleviates the lactation or the leaking of the milk when you're nursing the baby, right? Because it's at its height. And when the bust is lifted as well, and it's not touching your stomach, you don't get that sweating. A lot of people get, I used to get that sweating underneath there. You have to put powder and Vaseline so that the sweat would run off and all. No, 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 no. If it's lifted and it's at the correct height, you look better. Your waist looks smaller too. Because when everything is in one, you look like this. But when it's lifted, even though you have a high stomach, you still see that
Correct.
waistline, right?
Understand.
You
Understand. Yeah.
still see the waistline. So that is what the bra does. The bra that I have, a conventional bra, 100% of the weight is carried in the bra. This this bra, 75% is carried in the cup and 25 on the shoulders, on the strap. So then you're getting less weight on the shoulder. So you don't get that, sometimes I call it a canal because it digging so much into the shoulder that you get this sink here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some women, because their butts are heavy, there are things outside there that you could use to make yourself look better. And not just the bra, we're talking about the undergarments. That thongs that we like to use that has doesn't give your glutes any shape. It falls flat. It gets lucid. No shape, no, it looks horrible. There are time and space for everything. I'm not saying you can't use it. You probably have a dress or outfit you want to think, but it's not to be worn every day. Then you have the hipster pants and the hipster panty. And then we put on weight on the belly, and then we have this muffin. We always calling it food, the muffin top, because the belly there, and we look so nice. We don't care, and we wear it, and I mean, us as women, we need to really look at the way we dress. We have children coming up, you know. We have to be the example of the way we dress. We have to look good. And let me tell you something, if you don't have one, you could have the most expensive dress. If you don't have one proper undergarments, it kills it. It
Yeah.
kills that outfit. You have to have one proper undergarments so that you look good, you look the part, you're going to work. You're supposed to be looking the part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. So I have learned in a few minutes a lot about the breast anatomy, which I did not know. And I mean, the knowledge that you impart in there, I'm pretty sure most females don't know what you said there. And it's, on this journey that I'm on, health and wellness, I realize a lot of people are suffering for lack of information,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that you mentioned there, the modern trend, and you're correct with social media and the Western world, and it's fashion more than what is safe and what is right for you. All right, is no different to the foods that they portray in your face. It's not healthy, it's not good for you, but
Yeah.
it's all over. It's no different with the bras that based on what you say in there, right? And I know a lot of big busted females, friends of mine, co-workers and thing. And in the past our conversation, and getting bra has always been a challenge, and getting proper bra. And the information you give on the medical side of it, how important it is to wear to put on the right material to prevent you. Because some of the things you mentioned there, I have seen, in the sense of, a woman in the gym, and you could see certain things hanging here and hanging there, and something ain't right. And you're right. If you have a proper undergarment, I think it will really help your confidence based on what you mentioned there. And you're right. because the society make you feel and social media feel if you're big busted, you should feel it appears that you're either too much or whatever, but the right fit and the right wear should be really, and you said it's not something that everybody go into certain places, some popular place that I won't call the name here, where you could go and you could get a $25 this, a $30 this, but it's not really doing you justice, because the damage you could do down the road, it might be too late to pull back when you're at a
Correct.
certain age,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
like the thing you mentioned there, but the nipples, I mean, as a man, so I know my knowledge might be a little lacking on that, but I never heard that before about the point. I've seen more older bras like Les Taylor and all those people in the days. How do you
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
through the dress. This breast is the bra is pointed. I didn't know that it was a reason with the nipples and this and that. And you explained it perfectly there and make all the sense to me as a man, because it makes sense, right? So and what I want to ask as well, whilst we still on the bra, I know we talk about undergarments, we'll get it just on like the underwears and things like that. For the females who gym, right? I know what I've seen in gyms, most of these women and them, well, they don't wear, there's just with the spandex stuff, right? Some of them don't have on bras. You could tell, right? Is it safe for women to just have on the spandex top and just exercise? Where's a lot of lifting, jumping, pulling, pushing? I don't know. I just want your expertise on that. What do you think?
Well, I think if you're getting a sports bra, you have to look for medical sports bra, because it will have more support. It will
Yeah.
be more compressed to hold you
Yes.
down.
Yes.
And you have to get your size, because sometimes a lot of them come in small, medium, large, 2XL. And a 2XL, yes, you might wear 2XL in a dress, but the 2XL in the bra ain't fitting you. But
Yeah.
you don't really care. You put it on and you thing and you go on, because again, they don't know the damage that they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in everything, if you're doing sports, try and get at least two proper sports bra if you want to go that way. Proper bras. This is how you have to wear proper sneakers, because they could damage your foot.
Mhm.
You have to wear proper garment. You have to wear compressed, medical grade compressed garments. Even in the tights you use and stuff like that, you have to wear proper. Even with the tights you use, and you have to wear proper underwear,
Yeah.
whole panties that will hold you to give you the support, right? You can't be going to thing in a tongues.
Hmm.
If the same thing with the shaking or whatever, you might have plenty hips or plenty whatever. You have to wear proper stuff when you're going to exercise.
Well, a lot of women who watching this now, they must be bowing their head, because based on what has been wearing, not macroing, but I'm pretty sure, they just wear their tongues to the with these tights.
Even the amount of pain you would get after a compressed garment will alleviate some of the pain because of how it holds you, right? So it would help with back support. When
Mm,
you go in and you bend it and you thing, and sometimes you might tell them to do this thing. You can't look at everybody and they're not bending the way they're supposed to bend. They're going to damage the back if they don't have on proper
yes,
supportive
yes,
garments, compressed
yeah,
garments.
yes. That's
You
so true.
understand?
Mhm.
So it comes like when you're going to lift weights, you see people with that belt is to
Yeah,
help with back support. But if
yes,
you're not wearing that or you're not wearing anything, it doesn't make sense. And then
yes,
you wear here, but you don't wear nothing for your shoulder.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
understand? So you need a
yeah,
whole suit. So you have to really, you're going to exercise, you go through, you go on your online, if you're buying online, and look for proper stuff, put in medical garments, medical sportswear, and you're going to get the different things, the socks, the whatever it is to help, and you buy it and you use it. It's just for that. But it helps you at the end of the day that you don't
yeah,
have back pain, you don't damage your back, your foot, your whatever it is.
yeah. And based on what I've been seeing, I think when people go to start the gym, and those who actually in the gym, it look like what they put as priority is the external. You see them in nice sneakers, women I talking about. You see them with nice,
Yeah.
nice tights, the trending tights that going now. You see them with this, the matching, everything matching. But I
Yes.
think that's a priority. You can tell some of them where you can see. I mean, I as a guy, and I can see whereby they're not as tight up there as they should. And some of them
Yeah.
based on in
Yep.
the size of
Yep.
the breast. So again, the information that you're given it's critical. That's the reason why I put on someone to call you because I can see as a guy who train them, they have challenges in that area and they have on the wrong thing. And when I spoke to them, they say yes, that again, but they don't know what is the right thing. And
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
I would know
Mm.
obviously, and that's where you came in, and
Yes.
right? But a
And
lot of
I
people,
also wanted to share that the garments that we have, because it's medically done, for persons who can't exercise, they have a disability.
mhm,
Those garments help you to lose weight. The more you use it, you have to be consistent in using it every day. And you will lose. I know it because I've lost a lot of weight using the garments. If you're losing weight too, it helps some getting that sagging skin
yeah,
because it's compression. It's like you put you take a Coca-Cola bottle shape, you put water in it and put it in the deep freeze. It's frozen. When you remove that bottle, you break that bottle, the ice stay. That this is what a medical garment will do. Compression. You
yes,
have those African people that wear that ring in the neck. And
yes.
over time, if they move it, that neck is as narrow because they train in it and the way it's compressed. It compressed them. So this is what compression does. It don't have to be tight. You get your size so that you wear it. And once you wear it every day, it helps with weight loss.
I agree with you 1,000% because I think a lot of people don't know that the example you give them about those people in Africa with the rings, right? And the neck not just get small, but it's like get extended, right?
Yes,
I
yeah,
know people who compete in bodybuilding, females who compete in bodybuilding down here, and the waist is very small. And for the months that they was training, they always have on a waist trimmer, the tight compression one. It helps shape you. And
yeah,
again, what you said is you're so correct because people don't understand, especially females who everybody want a snatch waist. Put on the right undergarment, and I recommend even the bodysuit that you have because it helps in your posture, right? Your body adjusts to the posture of how that's supposed to shape you. And you said something earlier with the bra, right? We just how to say it? You conform. The woman's supposed to conform to how the bra is designed to keep you proper bra, right? But what has been happening, correct me if I'm wrong, when you wear the wrong bra, now you gotta get a bra to conform with your body. When is the bra supposed to conform your body to the proper bra, right? And I think most women now say, you know what, I have some love handles here, I have some sagging here, so they're looking for something to hold that up, right? That is not helping because it's not a medically induced bra. So the information I keep saying again that you're given there, I think is so vital for all females, but especially for those who doing a lot of running, a lot of jogging. Because when I go Chancellor and those places that we just go, there's a lot of
yeah,
females, more females
yeah.
than me, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And these are the information that women need to get because it will contribute to as you said, cancer and other stuff that and I heard women talk about that mark underneath the rib cage there. I've heard that. But again, they don't know what to look for. So I wouldn't blame them because we
Yeah.
doesn't have the information that you've given there. It's not
Mm-hmm.
something we bounce up. It's lacking in
Yeah.
this country.
Yeah.
So I'm
No.
just grateful that you've given that information.
Now there are two acupuncture points under the breast, and using the wired bra and it pressing against that, it's that acupuncture point is linked to your stomach, your liver, and I think your kidney. And because of the pressure of the wire over time, it starts to affect your stomach
Mm,
and stuff like that. The
yeah,
wired bra, especially if it's tight or it's not fitting properly, it affects your digestive system,
yeah,
your oxygen, all of that is what the wire. Go and do research
yeah,
and see the different things that the wire does. It that lymphatic drainage again Women who just had a baby, some of them after they want to do exercise, but a lot of them stop using maternity girdle. There's maternity girdle to help support the belly as it grows and your back, right? And that's why if you don't wear some of them, same thing, the little panty underneath. So as
Mm.
the stomach grow and it no support, that's where you get the stretch marks from as well. The
Okay.
other thing is postpartum. Long ago, the older woman used to wrap the belly in cloth after, was for a purpose to help carry down the stomach. One, we have a lot of women with high stomach after baby, to
Mm-hmm.
help carry down, flush out the blood and whatever clots and stuff,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to put back your organs back in place. As you have children, as you after 30 or you have children, your organs shift. And there's that need to close back the womb as well. Now,
Mm.
now that's long ago, you
Mm.
have maternity, you have a postpartum girdle for after surgery, after maternity, after C-section. The after maternity would be to help to put back the organs in place, to close back the womb. Because when the womb isn't closed, you remain with a hole there. And when you go to exercise or lift something heavy, that's what you call when a butcher drop. I don't know if you ever
Mm.
hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a lot of pain because the womb didn't close back altogether or properly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now you have women now maternity. They don't wear no maternity clothes again. The same clothes they have, that's what they're wearing for maternity.
Yeah,
So the
yeah, yeah.
enable thing and they're pulling down and they come on, come on. You have to wear your garments. You have to there are things was done for a purpose. And when you shy away from that, you're putting yourself in more problems.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Sometimes they go to exercise after and they're straining their muscles because they're not wearing the
The proper.
garments. The stomach
Yeah.
remain high because they're not, that
Mm-hmm.
helps with the stomach. For those who do the C-section, the compression helps again for the blood to go to the womb so the womb can heal quicker. It also helps, the compression helps. So if you're walking up the steps, if you're coughing, right? All those type of things that will hurt with movement. It limits the movement so that it's less pain. But at the same time, the blood, because of the compression, the blood goes to the womb and it heals faster.
Okay.
You
Okay. Well,
understand?
yeah, I understand, and that's. I mean, you're giving life lesson here for all these women who listening, and I mean, again, it's so empowering because it's really helpful information given here. I know you mentioned earlier on about the undergarments now, like the shape, the body
Yes,
shaping.
yes, yes.
So let's talk some on that one.
So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
leave the best for last.
Yes.
Now we have heavy garments and we have light garments. Because not everybody needs heavy. There are lighter persons that are smaller but still have the little pouch or
Yeah. Yeah.
so there's a lighter version. Or depending on what you're going or where you're going, you don't need nothing heavy, you use, but you have a little compression. So
Yeah.
this is called the abdo woman. It
Mm-hmm.
is cut under the breast for the
Mm-hmm.
ladies,
Yeah.
right? It has the back support and the front. So this
Yes.
is also a compressed garment that helps. It helps with pulling back the shoulder, aligning the spine, slimming the stomach, but a lighter version. We
Okay. Okay.
also have it here for the men. Now you saw the men. The
Yes.
same way the body magic drop you 2 to 3 dress sizes, the abdomen drops the men 2 to 3 belt sizes. So it helps with back support. It makes you look buff and it helps with back support. It's people who have hernia. It helps again with compression for the stomach. We
Mm-hmm.
have children who parents buy, and you will see it in men too that have breasts.
Yes.
Some people have I forget what they call it, but as a young child, sometimes children could be so um how you call it wicked, I would say, or just mischievous and like to harass the child and tell them, oh, you have breasts and all that kind. So some parents would buy it because it compress
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
chest now. So yes, because you see big men with it, you see the high stomach. It helps for men. Your stomach is not supposed to be resting on your prostate. That is your prostate. When your belly is low down, It's resting
Mm-hmm.
on the prostate, and that is not good. It needs to be lifted. For some man over 40 inches, you open up yourself prone to different diseases. For women, it's 30, and for men, it's 40, right? Over the inches, then.
Mm-hmm.
That's heavy stomach. It open yourself for different diseases, right? So you
Yeah.
want to lift that belly. Those who like to drink, you need to lift that belly off that prostate.
Well,
You
that's majority
understand?
of men in Trinidad.
Yeah. So you compress the stomach and it helps with the back, especially if you're lifting weights and it's the same
Yeah,
exercising and stuff. It helps with the muscle soreness and all that type of thing.
it
So
helps.
those are the two best. We
Nice.
have this, it's called a Slim Shaper, just a little more fancy leopard print. So if you want, you can dress up and wear it in a nice shirt and you put it over. So it's a statement to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yes,
And you're
yes.
using, yeah, you're going out dressed, but you're
And you,
losing weight at the same time. You
yes, yes.
understand?
I like that. I like that. I like that.
So you have this, you have them in paint color, so you could wear it against your skin too. It's outer latex, it has some latex in it.
Yeah,
This makes you look snatch, but it also helps you to lose the inches to sweat. So you can use
yeah.
it to go and exercise. You could use it if you're home exercising or working out, cleaning out. You just put
Mm-hmm.
it on to help sweat. And I'm sometimes I dress in wedding because it making you look snatch. I had it on. I went to something, an event, and I had it on. So I sweating while I looking good and I
Yes,
go.
yes.
You
You're losing
understand?
inches. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So it helps with the support of the back and the stomach as well. We have something called the corselet deluxe, and this helps with back support. This strap goes here, so it pulls back the shoulder. So when you have on this, if you're having back problems or heavily endowed and it has you leaning forward, this will
Mhm.
pull you back. You're supposed to sit without slouching. Like if you have back when doctor say, listen, you need to stop slouching. This is a good trainer for you to not to slouch. It pulls back the shoulder so you sit uprightly, and it helps with the back, right? To align the spine, and it also helps with the stomach with your lymphatic drainage as well. This is not short to the whole body suit, which you will see just now.
Mhm.
So this is another one.
Nice.
We have a whole suit here. This is like the body magic, but it's a lighter version.
Okay.
So you can it has adjustable straps. It
Nice.
has the zip in the crotch, so you don't have to worry to go to the bathroom, and it's cinching the back to give you that boom. If
Uh,
you have a butt lift,
and
right? Yes,
that
it gives
trending
you
these
that
days.
boom.
That butt
Yes,
lifting trending.
so all of our garments will have that. Then we
Nice.
have something like this is a shorter girdle,
Mm-hmm.
fancy girdle. It's like a boy short.
Yeah.
So, it's fancy. Again, you see the cinch there for the butt. It fits you fantastic. And it don't has no line for like your clothes, so you don't see it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have this other one. This one is for like when you do surgery as well too. It helps light compression.
Yes.
Again, you see the thing for the bum here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nice lace to the top. It has silicone and aloe, so it stick to the skin. That
Yes.
the waist and the legs so that it doesn't run down. We have one that goes way up under the breast. It have all different kinds,
Nice.
right? And this is what we call the body magic. And
Oh.
believe me, it's the body. This is what I wore and saw the difference. Again, it has the shoulder strap to pull
Mm-hmm.
the shoulders back. And if I sit down like this, from the time the shoulder go and you do like this, you see
Mm-hmm.
there's a lift. So it lifts the
Okay.
girls as well, right? So what we say, it lifts, it shifts, and it gives because it gives you a butt lift as well. So this helps with back support. These garments, as I say, is medical grade. This area for women, your fatty tissue should be in your breast and your buttocks. When you have on this garment, it does something called lipotransportation, which is moving the tissue with about 90% of water. So
Mm-hmm.
when it compression, it helps eliminate the water weight first through your sweat, urine, or waste.
Yeah.
Again, the lymphatic drainage is the only thing that needs pressure to work. That's the other thing. So
Mm.
again, the lymphatic is to take out waste
Mm-hmm.
from and fat from the stomach area, right? So
Yeah.
this helps the compression helps to kick in your metabolic system, and the lymphatic drainage pushes the extra tissue. When you put it on, it sends whatever tissue to the breast and whatever to the back, because you have to put it on and shift the tissue. As you put it on, you shift the
Okay.
tissue to the side.
Okay.
So when
Yeah.
it compress now, it helps to bring it down as over time. It limits
Yes.
you in eating one. It gives you a
Yes.
micro massage as well. When you put it on, you feel it sometimes, a micro massage. And it helps to shift your organs back in place in its anatomical position. As I say,
Okay.
when
Yeah.
you reach over 30 and certain things, your organs shift. So you need to, that organ needs to be shifted. So that's one of the things it does. It put back your organs in place, right? Your anatomical position. It slims the legs, and then it has the same lace at the end with the aloe and thing to hold on, right? So this helps the woman to drop 2 to 3 dress sizes. A lot of
Okay.
people, chiropractors and stuff, who have people who have had accidents,
Mm-hmm.
use it as well and get support and get help from it. So we have some chiropractors that use it. So as I say, it's as we have different garments. So if you are different size, certain things wouldn't fit you, just as clothes.
Yeah.
So when you come, I'm able to tell you, well, no, this wouldn't work and this would work. Or you might not want a whole suit, but you can use a top and bottom, a top with
Yeah.
a girdle,
Yeah.
that type of thing. So that is what's going on. So I was telling you about the bra. So I was telling you it's fabric straps.
Yeah.
Fabric straps. There's limited elastic here, so there's no the
Yeah.
breast ain't falling out, right?
Oh, I seen that.
Right.
Yes.
There's a seam here to locate the nipple. Sometimes you see women in a bra and the nipple down here, it's on the side, it's all over.
Yeah.
It's
I have
supposed to be
seen that. I have
it's
seen that.
supposed to be front and centered and pointed so that the blood could flow to it.
Hmm.
Now you lift up this, it's metal hooks, it's not plastic, because when plastic break, that's the end of the bra. Right? That's what it is scientifically done. So
Yeah.
this is what you call a suspension. This is why if you have a suspension, you have the chain link, you have the
Yeah.
chains, and you have the band that the tractor is holding to carry. So when you
Yes.
pull this up, this is what is suspended. This is the suspension
Oh,
band,
okay.
and this is
Oh,
the
okay.
suspension triangle,
I
right?
understand. Yeah.
So when you pull up on this strap, it pull up the breast, and that is how it acts as a bone. So you don't need any
Oh.
bone to hold it up,
Oh,
right?
amazing. That's amazing.
Now, this is a 7-in-1 bra. It can minimize you. For those who have big butts and want to minimize,
Mm-hmm.
you pull up the band and you cup the bust on it. So it makes it look smaller.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want to maximize and your breast small and you want to make it look big, you roll this all the way down, both
Mm-hmm.
sides, so that all of the breast is in the cup. So it
Ah.
looks bigger.
Yes. 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 I understand. Makes sense
Yeah,
actually.
right. There are some women who have big and small breasts. So what do? This is for the small one, and this is for the big one. So
Yeah.
one will be down, one will be up.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
helps
Yes.
to
Balance it
equalize it.
off. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. As I said, it's a good sports bra because it doesn't move, your breast don't move inside of this, it holds you. So, and this, because of this too, it will take in the sweat, but it's out of fabric,
Mm.
right? Because of how you wear it, it can be a nursing bra because you're on a hook and you nurse,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then you can use it as a prosthetic bra for somebody who have removed the breast. They put the prosthesis in here and you hook back up.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's
Okay.
like a 7-in-1 bra. So you don't want to go and buy a sports bra, a next bra to go to work or whatever. It's a 7-in-1
In one
bra.
brand.
So
Yeah.
you spend one money and you have a good bra. And you see how the sides going up high up under the arm
Yes.
and the
Yes.
back is also broad. So
Yeah.
it takes
Oh.
in all. And this is why when you pull this down, you lean forward, you push your hands to the back, and you
Mm-hmm.
pull all your tissue inside of here. Pull everything here, everything from underneath, everything from the side. So everything must fit in this triangle.
Yeah.
And then you pull up your thing and you hook it back. So everything, you're not supposed to see no tissue falling here and nothing. Everything is inside of the bra. And
Oh.
that is what we call an angel bra. Angels sent by God to save these big girls.
And I know a few well. I know they're enjoying this program because
Yeah.
my
And the other thing was, I sold a client who had cancer this bra, and she called me and she said she went to a physiotherapist doctor because when you remove the breast, sometimes the lymphatic drainage still there. It
yeah.
wants to come back, so you have lymphedema. You have people hands swelling all under the
Oh,
breast
okay.
and the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So when the doctor saw the bra, she wanted to know where you get that bra from because of the compression, right? And I gave her one of the vests to use so that extra compression. So I met with the doctor and she started sending patients to me. And when I started getting patients, I realized probably 90 to 95% of them didn't have a prosthesis. They
Oh,
wore either towel, rag,
yeah. Yeah.
cloth, anything you name it, they put it there. And I went again and I said, Lord, I need to do something about it. I did research again
Hmm.
and I found an alternative out of crochet. And I bought and I had my sisters from church start to do it. And then I found an organization in the US that
Hmm.
sponsors it. So I gave it. So now the women, when they come and they get it, or even if you can't afford to buy the bra, you get that. And in doing a
Okay, that's
presentation,
nice.
in doing a presentation, I met a young lady from Tobago. She's a cancer survivor, works in the UK under the medical field. And there's a group of people from Trinidad and Tobago that wants to give back. So they sponsor women, my bras, and there's a surgeon over there that makes one out of fabric, the prosthesis. So they send you full out a means test, and once the board approve it, they give, as a matter of fact, I have 6 women to give right now, 2 bras. And if it's one breast removed, you get 2 prostheses. If it's 2 breasts, you get 4 prostheses. So you could use and wash and,
That's nice
um,
though. That's really nice.
so that is some of the things that I do. Working with the cancer patients, call them, talk to them, pray with them sometimes because they're going through so much, so much, so much. And
Yeah.
it's not just breast cancer, but all different. I mean, we really, really, really need to start taking care of ourselves. You're young now, you might be young now and it's thing alive, but tomorrow it could just be tomorrow, and that's it, you know. So we need to take care of ourselves for us firstly, then for those who have children, those who have husbands, you want to be able to take good care of yourself and to look good in your clothes too. Be confident. I mean, you might have a lot of weight and that don't let that stop you. You get the right garment and you look good in your clothes and you work. You eat better, and you do a little exercise and you'll get there. But start by building your confidence. Know that God created you in his own image and his own likeness. And you have to love yourself first.
Hmm.
And it all starts with just a little steps, you know?
Well, yeah, and you mentioned some there which I preach wherever I go in putting yourself first, and take a chance on yourself. Give your future self a chance today
Yeah.
by taking a
Yeah.
chance on yourself, because too many time, Aura, is that when you look at life and you look at people, we so trying to catch that carrot, that we feel we're gonna catch that most people don't catch. And then on the journey to catch that, we neglect ourselves. And when
Yeah.
we realize that most of the time it's too late, right? And everybody hustling. And I've seen whereby people putting everybody else first except themselves,
Excel.
and
Yes.
they forget
Correct.
this, they forget themselves. And when you exercise, when you make an attempt and try at least to watch what you eat, and I keep saying everything is in moderation. You understand? And once it really helps you feel good. You don't have to get, you know, anybody to tell you, hey, you're looking good, or no, you
Yeah.
don't need that,
Mhm.
right? And size has nothing to do with that, because if you're feeling confident with yourself based on how you treat yourself,
Yeah.
that's good enough. That's good enough. So proper undergarment, it's just like, you could wash a car, a vehicle, real nice, and the tires dirty. I mean, You know what I mean? So you could have on, as you said, you could have on the best dress, $1,000 dress, right? $1,000 shoe, and the undergarment not holding the right way that it should to make you feel, because when your posture is, is right, you feel good about yourself,
Yes, yes,
and when you have injuries to your back, doctors with all chiropractors always tell you, you sit down upright, but just by sitting down upright normally, it builds your confidence.
yes, yes.
The slouching is a negative reaction to your, it comes with your mood, right? Most people see
Yeah,
slouching is like, they're not, clearly they can see they're not up tempo or beat
yeah,
when they
yeah,
slouch, right? So when you have a undergarment that helps you sit up properly, even though you don't want to, it affects your mind in a positive way as well, So it's good that you could explain your undergarment and the proper garment the way that you do, so the females, the women can understand that, hey, this is not about a hustle that you're doing. You actually preventing cancer. You actually um, inspiring women to feel good about yourself. We boast about the independence, and I'm an independent woman, and this and that's all good, but don't just say it, feel it. You understand? And
look the
feeling it
part.
means look the part. So that those garments that you sell, I keep saying, a lot of women put in the effort in the aesthetics when they want to change their lifestyle, but not really getting down to the root cause of, hey, let's start from the undergarment. It's like you want to get health, you want to get fitter. Let's start in the kitchen. We don't start in the gym to get healthier. We start in the kitchen, by
Yeah,
curbing what we
yeah.
eat and eating in moderation. Now, I also saw that you had a good friend of mine, and I see she messaged me all now. She asked me about, I said, well, I met Ora in Mount Hope. I see she has some nice on body shaping, whole suit stuff that help lift your butt. I think it's sent me one of it in your picture that you sent.
It's a pantry
Yes.
shaper, pantry
Yeah.
shaper. So it helps with the butt as well. For those who, some women have a lot of butts, a lot of butts, but it's kind of spread. So it
Yes.
shapes it, it lifts it. And for those who don't have, it doesn't have a butt in it. Like some of those girdles have an actual piece of, it takes your hip and your butt
Yes.
and it
Yes.
and goes back again to using it consistently because you're talking about reshaping. So when
Yes.
you wear it every day, you wear it how much hours every day, you're going to start to see that form coming up. I remember your cousin, and she wanted this thing in Mount Hope.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. She was behind me right. She was, I want one of that, because and there's a lot of women that I know. I only train women, right? And I can tell you that's always the conversation. But I know it's a big thing now in the Western world. And
Yes, yes,
what you said is correct, because a lot of women have big butt or whatever size, but it's spread.
yeah.
It's not really firm,
And
right? And
sometimes because in a way in proper undergarments too,
I
that makes it
agree.
work.
I agree. And we live in that a thong seem to be the is a fashion statement, but it's not a healthy thing to wear
Yeah,
a long period of time. As you said
yeah.
earlier on,
Correct.
there's a time and place for that. But outside of that, I think what you wear, one of the things I say is that life is a building blocks of habits. Repetition will change you to whatever you want to become. So when you're undergarment, the right proper bra, I
Yeah,
think over a period of time, you it is guaranteed. And I'm saying this because, as I said earlier on, I know professional athlete bodybuilders, females, and those who go bikini competition, all of that, and they constantly train with this body
yeah,
shaping
yeah.
thing. And
Mm.
the waist usually, I've always seen it get, and it's not exercise get as waist, so it's when that shaper. So
Yeah.
but do
Compression.
right, they understand, because they understand. But most of the average female who go into the gym to be to when I say build a confidence, to lose weight, to tone up, the information, they don't understand that body, that compression is so vital. And I had that after I spoke to you, I talked to the girls and them, and I said, listen, it's important because I see what's happening, right? And no one told me she called you, and well, they'll be calling you a workout, whatever, let it work out, but they
Yeah.
need it. I can see they need it because they put in a lot of effort into the workout. but I can see they need that compression outfit, and I actually mandated them to get it based on me training them based on the program that I have rolling out there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and there's up to today, this girl called me. I'm going to do a big one in May, right? And I'm, and I know you're going to partner with me in the sense of undergarments for the females, in the sense of bringing it out in the public. Let the mass public know that, hey,
yeah.
you just go and buy the cheapest,
I was coming to that because a lot of times I watch on Facebook and
yeah,
you have this person and they have the belly and then they pull up and then everybody, you got to want one another, one. But those are spanks. If you put on that and I put you in the other thing and I take a picture, you would see the difference. As I said, a spank will take the shape of your body. A medical garment, your body have to take the shape of the
I like
garment.
that. I like that. I like that.
That is the difference. So it will take down, yes, a little bit. You will see a difference because it have a bit of compression. But
Yes,
when you put on a proper undergarment, you would see a total different. The shape is totally different. The
yes,
shape is totally different. And you cannot come and buy a medical garment and put it on and it will look like
yeah. So one of the things that we were saying, Aura, is that I know your internet cut, it paused for a little bit. So why is Aura, Miss Gordon, is trying to get back her internet? I just want to say that for the ladies out there, right, who listen to this program, who exercise it, who go to the gym, lift weights, do burpees, all right, check out Miss Gordon. She is on social media, I believe. She has, she has bras, she has body shaping garment that is the right medically approved fabric that can help you shape you to the snatch waist that most female want, and men, right? Because I had one of the vests as well. It really keeps you when you're doing deadlift, when you're doing bench press and things like that, right? So people, check my page out. You will see Miss Gordon number will be on the page. She's a member of Fortress Alliance because I have a whole group of alliance, a health professional, whether it's nutrition, whether it's trainers, athletes, mental health person, life coach. I have all kind of people that support me, all kind of business people that support me. I have all kind of vendors that support what I'm doing. What we are doing is building a body, a envelope wellness professional. So if you're interested of losing weight, toning, right, getting healthier, follow Fortress Fitness Lifestyle podcast, follow Fortress Fitness Lifestyle magazine. We don't just train people. What we do, we encourage you, we hold your hand and walk you to a healthier lifestyle with mind, body, and soul. Because just to change the way that you look, you have to start with thinking, put your mind in the right place. Because the temptation of eating habits will try to send you back to eating bad. So make sure and contact me. I'm all over social media. Fortress Fitness Lifestyle magazine. I also launch magazine every quarter. Look out for one coming out next month, where you will see, you know, people who have stories who overcome adversity, whether it's sickness, overweight, any kind of stories. They'll be on that magazine inspiring you to tell you that they once had the same issue that we had, which is an excuse not to change their life. Yeah. So all I want to say is that tune in. Miss Gordon is actually, her internet seems to be giving some trouble. So we will end it there for tonight. So I just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody for supporting me and Fortress Fitness Lifestyle magazine. Thanks again for everything. Have a blessed night. Tune in next week again at 8 p.m. where we will have a next professional giving the information, helping you to healthier, fitter life. So God bless. Have a good weekend and stay safe.